Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inspiration Morning Live. I am so happy that you're here with me today, and it is a 2-cup of coffee morning for me, a 2-cup of hot something morning. I am glad that you are here with me. Yesterday, here in Denver, we had our first big snow, measurable snow. The snow is still around there this morning, and it is cold, and we had the first fire yesterday we've had in quite a while. And so the seasons are truly a-changing, and I'm happy for that. I feel like I have no other way to be because, weather is just something we do not control. We do not control it at all. It is not up to us to control the weather. And though my Millie may feel differently and she does not really appreciate the cold, I don't per se appreciate the cold because it just kind of makes me hurt. But, it's just something we can't, we just must accept. But, today I want to talk about taking chances. Because when you're taking chances, it means you're not truly accepting things the way they are. You're taking a chance to maybe change things, to maybe make things better for your life. I'm not talking about taking chances as in gambling. I'm talking about taking chances in that's Millie bumping the camera. I'm talking about taking chances in the way of you've explored what's going on. You have you weighed your options. Sorry, she's getting into stuff. She wants my attention. With taking chances, it's about plastic nuts. She's used to going out earlier. That's why she's making a little bit of a fuss. And that's the thing about being live is sometimes things happen in the background and you can't really edit them out. And I just looked at my monitor, and I'm sorry I have terrible lighting today. I don't know I never have great lighting. I'm not, per se a lighting person. And, I don't have the real lighting, but, that is soon to change. But today I am taking the chance of going forward. And I am taking the chance in that, when we do take chances, we take them in that we've weighed the risk. We have weighed the risk of being let down. We have weighed the risk that, if we take the chance and fail, it's okay. But if we take the chance and succeed, way to go. That, it's even better. I'm not talking about taking chances as in gambling. Because I'm not much of a gambler. I mean, I'd rather give away $20 to somebody on the street and have them be ecstatic that they got the 20. I could see somebody take my $20 from me. So when I go, to anywhere that has gambling, I have my $20 and then I, see a show or something. I'm not talking about true gambling. I mean, and taking chances is about one, believing in yourself. You're willing to risk being let down, but also you want the reward. And when you are taking a chance, hopefully it's because you backed yourself up with the hard work. You backed yourself up with the preparation. You back yourself up, or you have a team who can back yourself up. You have a team that believes in you and you believe in that, works well together. And then in taking your chances, you can hopefully win. But if you don't win, then it's all right. And, some of us are risk adverse in many ways. Some people are risk adverse in relationships. Some people are risk adverse in business. Some people are risk adverse when it comes to their money. And all of those are completely understandable. Completely understandable. With so many things happening in the world today. And, that's why, I think with taking chances, you must do your homework. You must have done the work in preparation. And, you must risk being let down. You must risk that. But you also must realize whether your reward is possible or not. Going to the moon really isn't possible anymore, but working at a job you love, going after your passion, which is what I help people do, is worth it for you. And I say yes on both fronts. maybe your passion is knitting. Maybe it's not pie in the sky. I need to be a billionaire. For some people, I know that truly is what their passion is. That's what they want to be. To them, that represents the security in life that they want. And them taking the chances and putting all that out there is worth it for them. And they risk being let down that's not going to happen. But per se, you want to teach knitting. There's a number of places you can go do that. You can do it on Skillshare. You could do it on Create Live. I think that's what it's called. But I know Skillshare is one of the things that I turn to when I want to learn a new skill. And maybe you want to take the chance of, after learning that new skill, maybe putting it on Etsy. That is worth, learning, taking the chance and putting it out there, because the cost is minimal. And if you don't succeed, then you can try again. I know that was one of the sayings I grew up with when I was young. If first you don't succeed, try again. And I am one of those people who has done that. I have risked, just $100 or so by going to art fairs, being on a street fair and showing my jewelry and having people buy it, and barely breaking even. But I risked it. I went out there to see people liked it. I saw people's reaction to my jewelry. It was easier than being at home and putting it on the internet and not truly seeing that one-on-one reaction of what people thought. And sometimes people really do show you what they think. And I was taking the risk of that. When I put my coloring books out there, when I put my coloring books out there, I take the risk of what people think. People buy them or they don't. And, that is a risk that I'm willing to take. And it's, that kind of a taking a chance reward. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining me. I see some people are showing up on the Be Live preview as being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you taking out some time this morning to watch and be with me here live today. And, I'm talking about taking chances today. And I'm talking about taking chances in a way that, if you are risk adverse, maybe start with small chances. Take small things. Hello, good morning. Taking maybe small chances in building up your ability to your tolerance of being let down, because when you do take chances, you do risk being let down. And that is one of the things that everybody has difficulty with. And I think we need to realize that it's okay, that possibility is there, and it's a real possibility of it happening. But we've got to pick ourselves up and try whatever else we need to try, or try again and get the reward. I think, with taking chances, a lot of people don't because of that fear, of the fear of losing, of not finding that reward. And, sometimes we don't on the first time, and sometimes we don't on the second time, or the third, or the fourth. I think it's the phrase of, if you fall down 7 times, get up 8. It is worth that. And I say start with small chances, whether it be in relationships or, expanding your knowledge. Maybe you want a different job, and, taking the chance would be start applying for those jobs, start finding out really what you have to do to get there, and then taking the chances and starting the work, putting that work behind you, backing yourself up to get there. When I found what I know, what I want, and I do start the working for it, and I do start, talking people about it, that is the small chances that we take. And then we build up to the bigger chances of actually going and applying, or asking for the job, or asking for the business. And there have been times when I've asked for the business and I've failed. I've been told no. But there have been times when I've asked for the business, and I've asked for the job, and I've asked for the position and the things that I want, and I've been told yes. And that sigh of relief of, oh, I asked for it and I did it, is worth it all. It is worth taking chances for. And, we're on our 101st show here on Inspiration Morning Live. And I want to say thank you to those of you who watch. I do appreciate it. And I I have my Love Conquers All mug today. And I love these mugs. My friend Andrea gave these to me as a housewarming gift 3 years ago when we moved into this new place. And good morning. Thank you for joining me. And, I appreciate those of you who are here and watch me every day. I appreciate those of you who watch me on the replay. And I want to say thank you. I help people who go after their passion. And I have struggled before with going after my passion and not being able to fully express myself because of the fear of doing it, of the fear of things not working out. And that's why I'm talking about taking chances today. I think in taking chances, we become more fulfilled. We open ourselves up to more. We open ourselves up to, what we're really here on earth to do. And that I truly believe in. And, on this very cool fall day, I am out here taking my chance today. I'm out here taking the chance that there will be somebody who watches this. There will be somebody who shares this. I will get some thumbs up. I will get some hearts. And I've been here 100 times before taking the chance that will happen. And you know what? It feels amazing when it does. And I am very happy that I started this process, that I started Inspiration Morning Live, because it was always the next thing that I wanted to do. First, I started the page. Well, I started on Twitter. Then I started on Facebook, and then I, kept up with the memes, and then I made it, more than just a now and then thing, and I made it a consistent daily thing. Taking the chances it's hard, and it's putting yourself out there. And then there are times when I get criticism, and there are times when I get personal messages that are criticisms. And I read something yesterday that made me realize that, if I get those, I can read them, I can take it, and I can make myself a better person. And I can not be mad at somebody for giving me criticism. That is what they feel. And I can agree or disagree with the criticism. And it's all right, because we're going to have that in life. And I know when I think about the criticisms that you get from taking chances and putting yourself out there or doing whatever it is that you're moving yourself forward to, think of all of, let's just take famous people. Think of all of the famous people, whether it be, who's the head of Tesla? Or, just people like that who are innovators. Musk, that's his name. People who are innovators, who go out there, and even Steve Jobs was an innovator, and he became a famous person. They were criticized. They are criticized. Think of famous actresses or actors who put themselves out there and are criticized, who are panned. It happens to the best of them, though they put their game face on and don't always show it. I know Annie McDowell, when she was in the Tarzan movie, and they dubbed over her voice in that movie with Glenn Close's voice because they didn't like her voice. I'm sure that devastated her at the time. And she put on a brave face and continued on. And she's had much more success since then. She is a star on the Hallmark Channel of their Cedar Cove movies, of that series. And, so we may have failures. When we take a chance and we, succeed a little bit, we do risk being let down. And when things happen like that, we pick ourselves up and we move on, because the reward may still be out there for us. And we are going to have those kinds of failures. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad that you're here. I'm talking about taking chances, and taking chances because the reward may well be worth it, because, we may have done our homework. We have, backed ourselves up in doing what we need to do to not to fail, but to go forward and make those chances worth it. Taking chances and getting the rewards make life much more rich, much more pleasurable, much more fulfilled. And I truly believe in that. And, if you're willing to take some chances in your life, you risk the being let down, but I think the success, the times that you aren't let down, are much worth taking that risk. And I'd say, in talking about risk and in no, not in gambling, not in a way that you're risking everything that you're, but some people do. Some people are willing to, are able to do that because they believe so much in themselves. Some people see, like Steve Jobs, that we needed that cell phone before it was even created. I remember in the 80s when I was here in Denver and I saw this guy carrying a brick around. It was one of those giant phones that he carried around. And I can imagine, I can't imagine people carrying those around today with the light things that we carry around. And I just want to say, thank you for joining me. I'm glad that you're here. Give me some thumbs up, please. Give me some hearts. I do appreciate those. I believe in being here each morning, and I'm glad that you're here. And if you feel like, me talking about taking chances this morning, this 101st Inspiration Morning Live, that you're here and you're enjoying it, please feel free to share it. I am glad that you're here. I need to take a sip of my coffee. It is good. I wanted to get a little drink in before it gets too cold. It is a chilly morning here in Denver. We had our first big storm yesterday. And, I had to go out yesterday and it was cold. And then, but I'm glad that I did. And, because I came home refreshed, recharged, and ready to do the things in my life that make me happy, that, that I do a little bit risk in doing. And I know that on Wednesday nights, Teresa has Go After Your Passion Live, and we talk with people who are going after their passion, whether it be business owners, artists. We have a lot of people who have a varied amount of, different types of passions that they pursue in their lives. And for me, they're an inspiration. And I love hearing stories about that. And Teresa interviews them. She talks about how they started their passion, what their passion is, and what they do to today, and what, maybe what some of the pitfalls were when they started them. It's a very interesting series, and we have it Wednesday nights. And tomorrow, I don't know who Teresa's guest is off the top of my head. I'm terrible with names. And I think if you watch me from time to time, I am sometimes terrible with names, even the people who are closest to me. And I think it's because I do get a little bit of nerves still when I come on. This may be my 101st Inspiration Morning Live, but I still get a little bit nervous. And but I want to say thank you for joining me here today. Taking chances in your life is worth it. Do what you need to do to take those chances to succeed. And let me hear from you. Put in the comments, what are those challenges that you face when you take chances? What would you like to see me talk more about? And, I really, enjoy hearing if this has been helpful to you. All right. I want to say thank you for joining me. I do appreciate you being here. Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some love. I really appreciate that. And the Facebook algorithm, the Facebook gods, fairies, enjoy that too, because then, it does help them show this to more and more people within the Inspiration Morning group and on my personal page and whatever you're watching from. And I know that I appreciate you, whether you're here live or you're with me watching this on the replay, because I know our schedules don't always match. And this morning, the internet was giving me some trouble, and I didn't go at the time that I normally go at. I normally go at 8:05 a.m. And so this is when I'm going today. All right. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here very much. And please have a great day. And I will see you tomorrow. Ta-ta for now.